Welcome to the Harley Jay way. Yeah, the Harley Jay way. My name is Harley Jay. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. Hello. Welcome back to the Harley Jay way. I'm your host, Harley Jay. And I want to start something new. Every few episodes, this will be the first episode of this this kind of series. Where every few episodes, I'll take a break from the educational stuff. I'm teaching about something, and I'll just tell you a story to hopefully give you some inspiration for something of your own. So, I want to start off today. This is just to tell you a story. That's really what I want to do today. Before we get into that, I want to ask you if you think this is a good idea to kind of do some mixed story episodes to kind of inspire you. If you think it's a good idea, if you don't think it's a good idea, if you're in Spotify, you can go down to the Q&A and give me a little response. Tell me what you think. If you're not in Spotify, you can hit the link in the show notes, and I will bring you to a voice message page where you can really just send me a voice message. I'll play it on the podcast, and you can just tell me your opinion. Or if there's anything you want to say, you can always just do that. We are constantly looking out for those. I really want to start implementing them. So yeah, and then what do I want to talk about? I want to dive deep into the crazy conundrum of friends. What are friends? Friends are hard to explain. Friends are interesting, and you really can't. It's hard to explain what a friend is. A friend is someone. I don't think I need to explain what a friend is. I think everyone knows what a friend is. But, friends are just complex, and they're just. So I want to tell you a story about. This is just an example to kind of prove my point about friends. But there's this girl at school named Molly. And we met at the beginning of the school year. We honestly quickly became friends. And for a while at the beginning of the school year, we were not really friends. We weren't really talkative. We weren't really talkative. We weren't friends really. And quickly we actually did start talking and becoming friends. And honestly, quickly if you just quicker than the blink of an eye, we were best friends, and we stayed that way for probably a few weeks, and then we had a fight, and we weren't friends anymore, and now we're back to being friends. It's weird. I don't understand it, but it really is the craziest conundrum of friends. What friends are, how you can explain what friends are, and friends are just strange, and they're weird, and it's hard to explain what a friend is and understand what a friend is. And I'll keep referencing the story a few times during the episode. But I want this to be a quick episode, just so if you just want to listen to this to get inspiration anytime you want, do that. So we'll get this quick, kind of put it in your library, just listen to it whenever you want. But yeah. So, I don't know, it's hard to explain what friends think about friends. Friends are weird, and I've had a lot of, for me at least, my whole life, people have had what I like to call backstabbing friends, who I think are friends, but they're not really friends. They're more of just people who, weirdly at my old school, a lot of people thought I was rich. Don't know why. A lot of people thought I was rich. I'm not rich. There's a teacher named Rich. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money, but a lot of kids thought that way. And once they figured out that I wasn't rich, they just weren't my friend anymore. And I kind of figured out when I asked them, they were like, "Oh, yeah, I honestly just wanted to be friends with someone who's rich, because maybe they could give me money." And that's kind of what I expected. All they wanted was money, because that's what kids are. Kids are cruel, and it hurts me. And that's why, honestly, I really do say, I never had 90% of my friends are, more of 99, probably 95% of my friends are adults. That's just the absolute truth. And honestly, I haven't had a real kid friend, or not kid friend, a friend my age, until this past school year. And I'm very new to friends. I'm new to kid friends because kids are different than adults, and for a long time, the only real friends I had were adults. So I didn't know how to act around other kids as a friend. And, the good thing about Molly was I felt like she was kind of training me on how to be a friend. And honestly, it was really nice of her to do that. But yeah, just like, friends are weird. 1 second they're your friend, then another second they're your best friend, another second you have a fight, and then you're not friends, and then you are friends. And it's a blink if you miss it. If you blink, you miss it moment. And that's the thing about friends. Everything can just change so quickly. But at least for me, when you're able to develop a friendship so quickly, and then yes, if you lose it, but if you're still able to have that, how I think of it is, it's friendships are a rubber band, and you're pulling on that rubber band. You're pulling, and at first it's hard to pull because it's a really strong rubber band. It's a little hard. Maybe you don't have a lot of muscles, and it's like a really big, thick rubber band. And you pull, and then eventually get better, and you're able to quickly, just out of a miracle, be able to stretch it really far, and then you accidentally lose your grip from one hand, and it comes and it springs into your other hand, and it hurts, and you drop it, and then later on you pick it back up, and you haven't really worked with that, and you're slowly pulling it back. A good friendship is a rubber band that never breaks. If when you pull it so strong, you pull it too far, or you don't pull it too far, or at some point it just breaks, the rubber band snaps in half, that's not a good friendship. Friendship is a rubber band. Because for my relationship with Molly, I was pulling that rubber band at the beginning. I wasn't really pulling it that much, but pulling it, and then I pulled it so far, and then it backfired. It hit my hand, it hurt, caused me a lot of stress and anxiety. And then some time later, I picked it back up, and I started to re-stretch it. And that's what a friendship is. A friendship is a rubber band. Is that a good analogy? I hope that is. Well, I hope that was interesting. I hope that inspired you. But yeah, Molly, if you're listening, you mean a lot to me. And anyone else who knows me and goes to school, hey, you're cool. And yeah, but we have some cool episodes coming soon. If you want to submit a voice message and have your voice message be featured on the show in an episode, an upcoming episode, you can use the link in the show notes to do that. You can, if you have any ideas for me, you can also put those in the voice messages. I, of course, preview all voice messages before I put them on the podcast. But yeah, so if you just want to send me a message, just put that in there. But yeah, so thank you for listening to the Harley Jay Way. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like and share and follow and do whatever you can. And thank you so much. I will see you next time. Peace.